Right guys, so this week we've got the sports bottles back in and I decided to go do a little video for them. I actually thought it'd be quite interesting for me to interview one of the guys that we'll be shooting with. So we're going to be interviewing a guy called Luke Smith. He's a friend of mine. He's also a Taekwondo black belt and he's been doing this... How long have you been doing this?
10 years.
About 10 years. So yeah, it should be a good interview, and he's got some pads with him, so he's going to start kicking and punching me afterwards as well, so we'll have a look at that. Sweet. So what got you into Taekwondo initially?
Originally I was bullied as a child,
right.
So my mother got me involved in Taekwondo, but what made me pursue Taekwondo, I was abused as a child by my father, and I wanted to give the people the opportunity to feel safe and secure in their own homes and while they're out and about on the street, really.
So do you feel you've gained that sort of confidence?
I do feel I've gained a lot of confidence, a lot of discipline from Taekwondo. It's taught me a lot of life lessons.
And obviously you feel a lot safer knowing the
I
skills
feel,
that you know now
I
as
feel
well.
10 times safer knowing the skills that I know.
So you got your black belt. When did you achieve that then?
I received my black belt at 8 years old.
Wow.
I'm the youngest male British black belt to date.
Okay.
And I received my ITF black belt about 2 months ago. I retook for a different organisation.
Right.
So I received my black belt around about 2 months ago.
At 8 years old, that's incredible.
That's it. It was.
How long were you doing it for at that point then?
4 years. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Point. Is that sort of typically how long it takes to get a black belt?
Yeah, roughly 4 years. For the first, I believe it's the first 6 belts. It's you grade every 3 months, and then onwards from that, it's 6 months from each belt. Yeah. So I went through 4 years of training to receive my black belt. And
wow. I know with like obviously karate and stuff, you've got the different dans and
different dans. Yeah. So I'm a first degree black belt. It goes up to 9th degree.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to go to my 2nd degree black belt at the end of this year.
Yeah.
With the ITF. So it's a long journey to go. Long journey to go.
So is this a typical gi?
Yeah, this is what we call a dobok, or in jiu-jitsu and things like that they call it a gi.
Yeah.
But this is typically what you'd wear if you were to go into a typical class or a competition. If you go into England, you have to have the ITF England dobok. We have the Senshi dobok at the moment with Senshi on the back, which is the organisation and club that I come from. But yeah, so typically this is the sort of thing that you'd be wearing.
Have you got any competitions coming up?
I do. I have a competition in the UEA in Norwich on the 2nd of July. It's the World Championship Series, and I'm hoping to be selected for England again this year to head off to Italy, Rimini, next year, April, to fight in the European Championships.
Lovely. So you said you'd be selected again. You've been selected previously.
I was selected previously this January to go to Estonia and to fight in the European Championships. So it's all exciting stuff.
Oh, amazing, dude. Is it quite expensive? Is it self-funded?
It's self-funded. The competitions are self-funded. We do seek out sponsorships from people who are willing to help us out. And we do charitable events and things like that to raise money. But most of the competitions are self-funded, yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's not like major sports where obviously they get paid
paid to do it. Yeah. We don't get paid, unfortunately. But like I say, we go out there, we represent our country, and we have a brilliant time with the team. And so it's a great experience, really good experience.
Oh, awesome. So have you ever been in a real life situation where your Taekwondo's actually helped you out, or helped someone else?
Yeah, I've been in real life situations plenty of times. But one of the worst ones for me was when I was in town. I'd gone out and not very good. I went for a greasy kebab, and a guy attacked me in the street. I stepped back and I used one of the techniques that I'll show you today. It hit him on the bottom of the chin, and that was all she wrote.
Oh, wow.
And thankfully the police were there at hand and they could see that it was self-defense. And so it does come in handy. There's a lot of sports. Parts of the sport that you can't use in real life, certain spin kicks and things like that, you won't feel as comfortable to use in the street. It's not as beneficial, but there are plenty of techniques that you can use to get yourself out of a sticky situation.
I'm guessing obviously you're not recommended to use them in the street.
No,
it's
purely for self-defense. I wouldn't recommend ever going out there and using what you've learned to hurt somebody or something like that. I don't recommend that at all. But in a self-defense situation, you're taught to protect yourself. So I wouldn't deny someone the right to protect themselves in the street.
No, and if you've got the skills and you're being threatened, then
then
You've got to use them, haven't you?
You have to, yeah. Well, like I say, sometimes if someone comes at you with a knife or a weapon, you know, that's a life and death situation. You do have to protect yourself in that manner. So I wouldn't say no to someone using it on the street in a self-defence environment. Yeah.
Perfect. So we're going to do a little demo. You've got some pads and stuff that you're going to give to me, and then you're going to kick and punch me a little bit.
Yeah, we'll give it a go, mate. Why not? Okay, brilliant.
Well, right, let's grab the pads. I didn't realise there were so many punches in Taekwondo. I thought it was mainly kicks and.
See, a lot of people will just use the kicks.
Yeah.
But I find if you don't have that backing with your hands, so for example, we're sparring, we're here.
Put the gloves on.
I'm keeping you at distance with my legs.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
But as I come in, I now need to bring myself in on my opponent. A lot of people don't focus on punches in Taekwondo, but I do.
Right.
For the simple fact that when you come in close, you need to know that you're going to be able to look after yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you notice, I'm a very side-on fighter when it comes to legs, but as soon as I come inside, I'll take more of a boxing stance, because that allows me to really pepper those shots onto my opponent, and that'll draw them back into their corner.
Oh, perfect.
So punches are a great. It's brilliant for stamina as well and cardio. It's a brilliant exercise. Just punching a bag. It's great.
Right, well, I hope you all enjoyed that. I'll tell you what, we're going to say goodbye to Luke, but we've still got to do a bit of filming. So thank you very much for coming out, dude.
Thank you ever so much for having me.
It's been awesome.
Really appreciate it.
Down for me and everything.
Thank you.
Great, very explanational. I loved it.
Oh.
So one thing I will do, how about you kick me as hard as you can? Not like actually me, but we'll get a pad and then you go.
Yeah, go for it. Go. Enjoy that?
Yeah, fucking beast.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you.
No worries. Right, back to the others.